Bob, whenever we have a process that we can follow, things just get easier because we can visually see that. What should our process be as a negotiator?
I think it's simple. It's threefold. And the way to learn this process best is go to Amazon, look up books by William Ury, URY. The process that came out of Harvard many years ago and has been amplified and enhanced by William Ury is the process to follow. And it's three simple steps. The first thing is I deal with people issues. And within that, the specific strategy is stepping to the side of the other party and doing that as early and as frequently as you can. It does not mean agreeing with everything they say. It means validating their thinking and or feelings and showing them that the real interest you have is understanding them. This is why one of the things I said earlier was I start meetings by saying, I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself, but more importantly, I want to find out about what's driving your need to consider a change in your water chemistry protocol at XYZ company. But more importantly is a keyword. I am stepping to their side by doing that. That's step one, dealing with people issues. Step two is exploring issues. How do I get really good at asking penetrating questions that help the customer articulate their vision of value? And the questions are not about product. I'm not asking them, tell me about the products you're using right now. You do need to know that. Tell me about the machine you're using, the capital equipment you're using. I want to really find out what are their issues. Tell me what concerns you have around water safety. Tell me about the issues you're concerned with regarding your staff's exposure to the chemicals that they're currently using in your process. I want it to be about them. And when I'm exploring issues, I always get at interests behind positions. It's not what somebody wants, it's why they want it. It's like the story about the two kids that were fighting over the last orange in the fridge. Mom comes into the kitchen or dad comes into the kitchen and they're fighting. It's the last orange. What's a good parent to do? Well, most people, when I ask this question, when I train negotiating, say, well, split the orange. Well, guess what? One kid is going to be upset. I got more seeds in mine. Wait, she got a bigger half, or he got a bigger half. If that mom had or dad had only asked, why do you want the orange? They would have found out that one child wanted it because it's hot out and I want this nice cold orange juice. It's been in the fridge all day. If she said to the other child, why do you want it? Well, I just finished a home economics class on the internet with my school, and they talked about making orange frosting. And you use this thing called orange zest. And so I want to make that frosting. I'd love to make some cupcakes today. If that parent knew that, both of them could have had exactly what they wanted. 100% of the pulp goes to one child, 100% of the orange rind goes to the other child. The mistake we make is not asking those questions to understand what's behind it. Instead, we're taught to overcome objections. As soon as there's an objection, we give a snappy answer. And you know what happens when we do that? We get a second objection. And it looks like you're playing ping pong with the customer with objections going back and forth. So exploring issues is critical. And you can read more about that in Ury's books. Finally, how do I now present an offer that cannot be refused? That only happens because you've done all of the things preceding it. As Ury said so famously, if you wait to negotiate until you're negotiating, it's too late. You haven't discovered the interest behind positions, and that's why you are not delivering options that are truly for mutual gain between you and the other party.